If you are listening to this at night, turn your volume down a little. Not because I'm about to scream, but because some things hear better in silence. I used to laugh when people said, I feel like something is watching me. I used to mock them because I knew what it meant. It meant their awareness was waking up. And once that happens, sleep is never the same again. I was trained to observe people while they slept, not physically, spiritually. I learned how to tell when someone was protected and when someone was open. And I'm here to tell you something that will disturb you. Most people are attacked long before they ever see a nightmare. The signs always start small, and almost everyone ignores them, especially at night. People think night is just the absence of daylight. It is not. Night is a condition, a lowering of defenses, a thinning of boundaries, a shift in authority. There is a reason hospitals are quieter at night, a reason crimes increase at night, a reason thoughts become heavier after midnight, because the mind is tired, and tired minds are easy to influence. We used to call it the drift. That moment when your body sleeps, but your awareness hasn't fully shut down. That moment when your breathing slows, your thoughts scatter, your willpower weakens. That's when access becomes possible. And the scary part, most people think they are just falling asleep. They don't know they are being observed. The first sign that you are being observed, you wake up for no reason. Let me describe it exactly. You wake up suddenly, not from a dream, not from noise, not because you needed the toilet. You just wake. Your heart is beating faster than normal. Your room feels unfamiliar. The air feels thick. And the strangest part, you feel like you were interrupted, like something stopped. That is the first sign. When this happens repeatedly, between 1 o'clock a.m. and 3:30 a.m., it is not coincidence. That window is known for monitoring activity, not possession, not attack, observation, checking your awareness, your fear level, your spiritual sensitivity. People who immediately roll over and go back to sleep, they are marked as unaware. People who feel uneasy but ignore it, marked as vulnerable. People who pray or speak out loud, marked as resistant. We could tell everything from that moment. The second sign, the feeling of presence. Let me ask you something. Have you ever been lying in bed and suddenly felt like you were not alone? Not fear exactly, not imagination, just a pressure, a knowing. Your room feels crowded even though nothing is there. You feel watched from the corner or the doorway or the ceiling. And the moment you move or turn your phone, it fades. That feeling is not paranoia, it's awareness without understanding. When a person becomes sensitive enough, they don't need to see anything. Their body reacts first. Goosebumps, tight chest, cold legs, sudden alertness. Your body recognizes presence before your brain does. That is why fear comes before logic. The third sign, dreams that drain you. Not all dreams are random. Some dreams are interactions. And the easiest people to access are those who sleep emotionally exhausted, fall asleep angry, fall asleep afraid, fall asleep watching disturbing content. Those people drop their guard. The dreams begin softly. You are walking, you are running, you are lost, you are late, you are searching. You never arrive. You wake up tired. Your body slept, but your mind didn't rest. That's because your mind was active somewhere else. And here is the part that should scare you. When dreams repeat, it means the door wasn't closed. The fourth sign, sudden night fear with no reason. This one is brutal. You are fine all day, but the moment night falls, something changes. Your mood shifts, your confidence drops, your thoughts darken. You start remembering things you had forgotten, regrets, fears, images. You don't even know why. That's because night amplifies unresolved emotion. And unresolved emotion is a doorway. Fear feeds attention. Attention feeds presence. That's why fear grows at night. That's why people panic more at 2 a.m. That's why anxiety peaks in darkness. It's not weakness, it is exposure. The fifth sign, you feel watched when you pray. This is the most dangerous sign of all. When prayer suddenly feels uncomfortable, when you feel distracted, restless, sleepy, irritated, when your mind suddenly says, not now, later, you are tired. That resistance is not laziness, it is pressure. Because prayer disrupts access. And anything that benefits from your silence will try to keep you silent. Here is the truth I wish I had known earlier. Most attacks don't look evil, they look normal. They feel like fatigue, distraction, mood changes, procrastination, emotional heaviness. But once patterns form, they strengthen. That's why awareness is dangerous. That's why you are hearing this now. Because once you see the signs, you can't unsee them. If you take nothing else from this, remember this. Night is not evil, but it is honest. It reveals what daytime hides. If you have been experiencing any of these signs, don't panic, but don't ignore them either. Tonight, speak before you sleep. Acknowledge God. Reject fear. Rest consciously. Because silence is not peace, and awareness is protection. There is something I haven't told you yet. Something most people don't realize until it is too late. The night listens, not like a person listens, not with ears, but with awareness. When someone begins to notice the signs, when they start waking up at the same hour, when their dreams become vivid, when their fear becomes specific, the night reacts, not violently, not loudly, softly. I remember the first time I realized this was happening to me. I had already left the practices. I had already stopped participating. I thought I was safe. But one night around 2:17 a.m., I woke up with a strange certainty, not fear, not panic, certainty that something was waiting for a response. I didn't see anything. I didn't hear anything, but my body knew. And that's when I understood something terrifying. Silence can be interpreted as permission. When you start feeling drawn to stay awake, this is one of the most overlooked signs. You tell yourself, I will sleep after one more video. Let me scroll a little longer. I am not sleepy yet, but deep down you are exhausted. Still, something keeps you awake. Your eyes burn. Your body wants rest, but your mind won't shut down. This is not always insomnia. Sometimes it is agitation, a restless energy that doesn't belong to you because sleep is protection. And anything that benefits from your exhaustion will try to delay it. You will notice random thoughts entering your mind, old memories resurfacing, worries suddenly feeling urgent, a strange urge to overthink your life. And the longer you stay awake, the heavier your thoughts become. That's not coincidence, that's exposure. When your emotions stop feeling like yours, let me tell you something deeply disturbing. One of the easiest ways to influence a person is not through fear, it is through emotion. Sudden sadness, unexplainable anger, irritation for no reason, a sense of emptiness. You go to bed fine, you wake up heavy, and you can't explain why. That's because emotions are energy, and energy shifts when the mind is unguarded. This is why people say things like, I don't recognize myself anymore. I don't know why I feel this way. I am not normally like this. They are not lying, they are responding. Now listen carefully. The most dangerous sign of all is not fear, it is numbness. When you stop reacting, you stop caring. Prayer feels pointless. You feel disconnected. Nothing moves you anymore. That's when a person becomes easiest to influence. Because fear can still push you to pray, but numbness silences you. And silence is where oppression grows. I saw people lose themselves this way. I saw people lose themselves this way. Not suddenly, gradually, quietly. They didn't scream. They didn't collapse. They just faded. The night I finally broke free was not dramatic. No thunder, no visions, no voices, just exhaustion. I sat on my bed and said something simple. Not a spell, not a chant, just truth. I don't want this anymore. And something lifted. not instantly, not violently, but gently, like pressure releasing. That's when I realized something I wish I knew earlier. You don't need power to be free. You need awareness and consent. Whatever cannot control you loses interest in you. Let me be very clear. What to do if you have experienced these signs? This is not about fear. This is not about paranoia. This is about grounding yourself. Here is what actually helps. 1. Acknowledge, don't panic. Fear feeds confusion. Calm awareness restores control. Say it out loud if you need to. I am aware. I am present. I am not afraid. 2. Create a night routine. Night thrives on chaos. Order weakens it. Same sleep time. Lights off. Phone down. Quiet. Consistency builds safety. 3. Speak before you sleep. Not a ritual, not a chant, just words of grounding. God, I place my mind at rest. I reject fear. I choose peace. Intent matters more than language. 4. Avoid sleeping in emotional turmoil. If you are angry, scared, or overwhelmed, pause. Breathe. Sit up. Ground yourself. Never sleep while emotionally flooded. 5. Do not obsess. Awareness is power. Obsession is fear. Observe. Don't fixate. If you are listening right now and something in this message felt personal, this prayer is for you. You can whisper it. You can think it. You can say it out loud. God, I ask for peace over my mind tonight. I reject fear, confusion, and heaviness. I ask for rest that restores me, sleep that renews me, and calm that protects me. If anything does not belong in my space, I release it now. I choose peace. I choose clarity. I choose rest. I am safe. I am aware. I am not alone. And that's where it ends. Not with fear, but with clarity. Because the night only has power over those who don't understand it. And now you